Hello, everybody. I just wanted to take a quick second to thank Dean O'Rourke, U.S. Attorney Ortiz, and Diana for beautiful and inspiring words. Thank you guys so much. To all the friends and family, to the distinguished faculty, it truly is an honor to address you on our graduation day. Although we do have a busy summer ahead with a mildly important exam to take at the end of it, I wanted to take this opportunity to reflect on our last 3 years at Boston University. I will pontificate about your futures, wax poetic about how wonderful you all are, and quote Dr. Seuss. There will be laughs, I hope, but more importantly, there will be profound realizations about the impact that we have had on this university. Here's a hint. It's not a coincidence that we hopped into the top 20 in the rankings during our tenure. I did a lot of reading prior to entering law school. I was determined to be the greatest BU law student in history. After 4 long-winded articles titled How to Ace 1L, my spirit was trampled. I was going to hate everything about law school. The reading, the cold calls, the reading, the outlining, the reading. Nothing could prepare me to come to the tower day 1. I walked down the stairs to my basement locker, brushed an entirely non-suspicious layer of dust from my shoulders, took a deep breath, and pulled out my contracts book. I strode through the massive crowd of classmates to the basement elevators, packed myself into the sardine can they had become, and arrived in room 605 about 20 minutes later. The room was buzzing with loud drilling machines, actually. What I remember most from the first month of 1L was the overwhelming fear as rapid-fire questioning moved down the row in your direction. Your section mates would fumble over facts, struggle through procedural histories, and flub holdings. And then the questioning would come to me, Mr. Melvin, and at no point in my rambling, incoherent responses would something even resembling a rational thought come out. No psyche or ego was spared. You walked out of class dissuaded, feeling like the stupidest person to ever come in contact with a legal opinion. Slowly, over the course of that year, you realize that your classmates feel the same way each and every day. Those ups and downs, emotions and anxieties are a badge we all wore. As the year comes to a close, you realize that suited man berating you with questions is actually a brilliant professor teaching you to think in ways you never thought possible. Your classmates become more than last names. You learn the person to your right is a college athlete. The person to your left spent years in journalism. You develop bonds. Conversations change from discussing readings to talking about friends and family, about hobbies and aspirations. As 2L year begins, those fearful first moments, that tenuous anxiety is gone. Students start hitting their strides. Despite the endless work, the tedious journal assignments, and the increasingly frequent opportunities for free massages, confidence grows. We learn to navigate a 5-floor building that defies all logic. We gain pride in the accomplishments of the students around us. You smile when you leave the building close to midnight on a Monday because you run into your section mate on the way out. Turns out they were finalizing a motion for court the next week. Good news, they would successfully argue that motion in front of a judge. 3L begins, and without realizing it, we are the leaders of the school. The new building with the refurbished tower finally makes sense, but the charm of the old tower elevators still reminds you of those 1L nerves. Administrators are asking for our advice interviewing potential new faculty. The youngest students among us are running seminars. As the year wore on, I realized something wonderful. I came to law school expecting to keep my head down and work, work, work. Instead, I leave here today having developed relationships that will last a lifetime. We have studied, we have socialized, and we have challenged each other each and every day to become better students, better people, and after the test I mentioned earlier, better lawyers. Law school is a great equalizer. It puts people from different cultures, backgrounds, and skill sets in the same room, learning the same things, gaining tools to accomplish great things. Your peers have already won criminal jury trials and published papers in distinguished law journals. We are the only class to experience the three manifestations of BU law: the old tower, the new building, and the refurbished tower. I wouldn't have it any other way. Each manifestation corresponds to a different year in school and a new learning experience. As the building grew and matured, so did we. Nothing could have prepared me to enter law school day one, and nothing could prepare me for the truly amazing things that have come from my 3 years at Boston University. And this is just our launching pad. Our alumni have gone on to become CEOs, judges, district attorneys, mayors, governors. Our class will undoubtedly go on to do similarly great things. I wanted to thank my family for all the support they've given me in the 3 years, and I wanted to thank everybody's family for the undying and unwavering support. And I'm sure sometimes you had to talk down your relatives, and it's really been truly an honor being in this class with all of you. As promised, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Dr. Seuss: "Everything stinks until it's over." Congratulations to the graduating class of 2016.